Hey guys, so today we're going to be working with Chloe Craig, who's a fashion influencer from my hometown of Swindon, and we're going to be showing you some style techniques and tips with Chloe's beautiful hair. Okay, so with Chloe's hair, what we're aiming to do is just add some lighter, subtle pieces, mainly around the face, but so that we're not so light here and then dark through the back, we want to make it look as though it is just kind of sun-kissed, just slightly lightened, so very natural, no kind of start-stop through the root area. Nothing too high up, apart from maybe just around the face. In images and in pictures, that area there is just going to help open her face out a little bit more and just show some lightness on the features. What I'm working is a deep V, so I'm just going to place two sections through the back, one just through there, again and again, and one here, and just work on some diagonal back sections through the front, working with a classic balayage technique. So I purposely take diagonal back sections. It depends on the density of the hair, so I'm always kind of reading as I go along. Obviously this is a much finer hair texture around that front hairline. I don't want this area to be too light, because with a sun-kissed colour it's going to mainly be from that front hairline through the top. Hence why for the back we kind of start higher up and we keep them fairly fine. So here it's just going to be a diagonal back from that very front, and I'm not going to feather on this left hand side. It's just going to break down in more of a triangle and feather to the edge, so that around the face we're seeing the lightness, but through this back section it's keeping more of that negative space of our own colour. So it's important to load the colour on the mid band, so midway on the hair, so this is where the main mass of colour will go, and we use that to then feather our way up. And the way I'm holding it is just so that when it's held back slightly and revealing some of that front hairline, so I can start to feather that into here, so that when she wears her hair back it's going to see a bit more of those natural lights, as if she's worn her hair up a lot in the sun or whilst on holiday. You're going to get those baby fine highlights through the face. And like I said, I'm leaving that negative space, we're just lightening through the top, so I'm going to saturate now the lower down, so that's where I feathered from, and then this is where I saturate through my ends. And just using my balayage board just to pick up those very ends so I can get a real saturation right through and force that product deep in. Now I'm using cling film. I don't want the hair to press onto the areas of hair that don't have product, so it's just an easy and quick way to separate those sections. So that way when my next section comes down, I've got a nice clean area for this hair to lay onto. So working again in diagonal back sections and then looking at my density. My main area that I want to focus on is this front. So I'm going to split this back into two, so that when that falls down, this section here fills there and this section fills here, and then this again for the back. The reason I'm bringing this forward is that actually naturally sits here. So we're going to get a nice blend through that back section when that goes back.